Hello guys and welcome back to another Dazod 500 FC video, and today we're going to be predicting not just the Premier League but also La Liga and Ligue. These leagues have already started. They started today, but it's only one match. You can't judge an entire season over even the stretch of 10 matches, let alone one. So we're going to go into all of these, starting off with who I think will get last. And I don't think this is an unpopular opinion. I think everyone's on board with me. It's obviously going to be City. I am kidding. Of course, Luton Town are going to get 20th. I don't even think it's possible for them to stay up. It doesn't matter who they sign. They could literally sign, like, nobody. Because, well, they're not going to sign anyone that's good enough to help them get out of even 19th place, let alone 17th. So Luton Town 20th, in my opinion. Now it's harder to predict because all of these I could see being lower mid-table. But I'm gonna say Nottingham get 19th, and now I might be killing myself watching this in the future, or I am amazed because I really haven't seen anyone put Nottingham 19th. But I am putting them 19th. And in 18th, I hate doing this, but I'm going to put Everton in 18th because I think they can't have any more, we're going to, reach Europe like they used to have. Their charm now is trying to get 17th, 16th. I don't think they have yet another season where they can stay up. 18th. For Everton. On to 17th place. And I'm going to give that to Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth and Everton are going to have an amazing last day. I think they're both going to get 3 points. I don't know if they're playing each other. But if they're not, then 3 points both. Trying to get out of 17th and 18th. Bournemouth, of course, winning. We'll put them in 17th. Everton will get the short end of the stick. Bournemouth, 17th place. I think that's pretty good. 16th place. Burnley. The new guys coming up. Some people may say Sheffield 16th, and I don't agree with that, but I do think 15th. I think Sheffield has the edge over Burnley because Sheffield, I can't come up with a stupid excuse this time. Yeah, I just think Sheffield United is just going to edge out Burnley barely. 14th. West Ham. I'm pretty sure that's where they finished last time. 14th place for West Ham. I think maybe they can go higher, but I think with the Europa League and stuff, I think they're going to have more focus on that than they would in the Premier League, which makes sense. I mean, I would want to be in the Champions League than stay up in my division, because if I win the Champions League, if I win the Europa League, I'm in the Champions League, and I'm in the second division, I have bragging rights, but I'm also in the second division. But 13th place, now this gets harder. I'm going to say Wolves, though. I think Wolves are going to have a slightly above average season, topping out West Ham, because West Ham's focus is mostly going to be in Europe, and that doesn't mean that they're going to fall down and get 20th. Luton Town's going to beat them 6 points. But Wolves, I think they're going to have a better season than they would normally and beat out West Ham. Let's get on to 12th place. Higher mid-table. I'm putting Crystal Palace right there. They're usually in 12th. They're usually in 40-point range. I'm going to say 40 points again. 12th place for Crystal Palace. 11th place, I'm putting Fulham. That's roughly around where they were last time. That's basically where they were. 11th place, Fulham. 10th place, top half, Brentford. Now, I could possibly be reacting to this, just laughing at myself for how bad these predictions are. But, Brentford 10th, that's all I'm going to say. 9th place, I'm putting Aston Villa in 9th. I think that their focus is going to be almost entirely on the Conference League. They're going to hope to qualify for it before making it into the group stages. I think their focus will just be so heavily focused towards the Conference League. but they're not going to try and maintain a high position. They're getting 9th because I do think, yeah, they might lose to West Ham or Fulham both times, but I think they're mostly going to get at least 3 points off each of these teams, except for West Ham. I think maybe they'll get 2, maybe a draw, or maybe they'll even get 1, but whatever. Who do I think out of these 7 would make the Conference League? I think it's going to be Chelsea. Chelsea had a disastrous season. Now they're sports washing, so I don't really know. I think most people actually want a Saudi League prediction, but we're doing Premier League here. Conference League for Chelsea. Maybe they would even make the group stages. Of course, it would be on who they face up in the 4th qualifying round. Yeah, let's move on to Europa League, which I think will be actually Brighton in 6th and United in 5th. There's no real reason why I think United... Oh, I didn't get the place in 8th. 8th, I'm going to say Chelsea then. 7th, Brighton. And I guess 6th, United. 5th, Liverpool. There's no real reason why I think United and Liverpool are going to fall. I just think that Arsenal and City are back to them being the top 2. Usually, Newcastle is Newcastle, and Spurs, without any Europe, I think they're going to be a real strong contender for the title. Again, I hope I don't kill myself after this, but I haven't seen much predictions stating that. 4th, probably Newcastle, and 3rd, Spurs. I think Spurs, again, no Europe. Usually they got Europe and they do decently well. I think without Europe, that's even more of a reason why they would top Newcastle and get bronze. But who will be the champions? Will it be City or will it be Arsenal? I'm just going to get Arsenal. Are they the champions, or are they going to let City get 4 titles in a row? I think that they will let City get 4 titles in a row. I think they will win. I think City are just too good with Haaland right now. When Haaland goes to Saudi Arabia, yes, when and not if. When Haaland goes to Saudi Arabia, then maybe the Premier League will be balanced. But this is just my predictions. Luton, Nottingham, and Everton getting relegated. Bournemouth, Burnley, Sheffield, West Ham, and Wolves barely surviving relegation. Crystal Palace, Fulham, Brentford, Villa, and Chelsea missing out on the Conference League qualifier spot. Brighton making the Conference League qualifier spot. Liverpool and Manchester United making the Europa League. Arsenal, Spurs, and Newcastle becoming Champions League teams, and City lifting it for the 4th straight title. 4th straight time. La Liga, it's got way less, but we're going to still do this. Relegated, I'm going to just delete that. Relegated. I think we will have Las Palmas with an embarrassing season in 20th. And I know just after a really good season, Mallorca, 19th place. Those two I just see are the weaker teams. Like, looking at all these teams, they're pretty weak. Cadiz, 18th. I know these Cadiz and Mallorca are pretty much shoo-ins to stay up, and I'm predicting them to get relegated because I just think they're weaker now. 13th to 17th, surviving relegation, but not by much. Almeria, Granada, Torpito, Alaves, and then 14th. To be quite honest, I don't know. I'm gonna put Getafe 14th and Celta de Vigo 13th. I think that is what I'm going to do. And between 8th and 12th, missing out on a Conference League spot, I'm putting Girona in 12th, Valencia in 11th, Osasuna in 10th, and now it's hard. I'm going to say in 9th, yeah, 12th, 11th, 10th. In 9th, Rayo Vallecano. Rayo Vallecano getting 9th. And Athletic Club de Bilbao getting 8th. Now, who gets the Conference League spot? Out of all of these is usually Villarreal. This year it's Osasuna. They'll play the winner in the 4th qualifying round. They'll play the winner of the match between Iceland's KA Akureyri and Belgium's Club Brugge. Club Brugge currently have the edge 5-1. Conference League spot, the 7th spot, Conference League qualifiers. I think this year will go to Sevilla. And the reason why I think that is because I think they're going to drop out of the Champions League and they're going to go straight for their 8th title. I think they'll make it to the semis or the final and lose. I don't think they have lost the Europa League final, so that'd be a first. In 6th, a Europa League spot, Villarreal. This one is probably controversial. I don't actually think it should be, though. 5th. It's obviously between Real Betis and Real Sociedad. So we could already move Madrid, Barcelona, and the other Madrid up there. But who do I see being 5th? That is a tough question. Real Sociedad is in European, I'm going to just say, European play, so I don't get anyone mad. Champions League, I'm pretty sure, for Sociedad. Let's put them 5th. I made up my mind, they're 5th. Yeah, Betis is 4th. There's no way about it. I do think Barcelona finishes above Atletico Madrid, but does Barcelona finish above Real Madrid? So is it behind Barcelona, or are they the champions? Yeah, they're the champions. I think Real Madrid win La Liga. So my predictions are Las Palmas, Mallorca, and Cadiz going down. Mira, Granada, Deportivo Alaves, Getafe, and Celta de Vigo getting just barely surviving relegation. Girona, Valencia, Osasuna, Rayo Vallecano, and Athletic Club de Bilbao barely missing out on Conference League qualifiers. Sevilla making the Conference League qualifier spot. Villarreal and Real Sociedad in the Europa League. Real Betis, Atletico Madrid, and Barcelona becoming Champions League teams, and Real Madrid lifting the title. Now on to Ligue 1. I actually haven't seen the results from the Premier League, Ligue 1, and La Liga games, so I'll give you my blind reaction